Hello, I'm Katrina M. Craft, and you've just tuned into the Craft More Cash podcast, where finance meets innovation and strategy becomes reality. With over 2 decades navigating the twists and turns of tax strategies and business strategies, I've had the incredible opportunity to work with startups and Fortune 500 companies alike, crafting pathways for businesses to grow and thrive. I've tailored my expertise to serve the unique needs of coaches, creators, marketers, and real estate investors. I'm on a mission to equip business founders with the financial savvy they need to grow real wealth. So buckle up and let's dive into the world of financial success, innovative strategies, and the stories that make us all want to keep pushing forward. Welcome to Craft More Cash. Let's make wealth building simple, fun, and effective. Ready to transform your financial journey? Let's start crafting. Welcome, visionary entrepreneurs, to another episode of Craft More Cash, where we turn tax strategies into your business success stories. I'm Katrina M. Craft, your tax strategist and business growth advisor. Today, we're going to dive deeper into a critical opportunity for the coming year: how purchasing a business vehicle can drastically reduce your 2024 tax liability and really propel your business forward. You may be considering upgrading your business fleet or making that first essential business vehicle acquisition. So stay tuned, because this session and this podcast is all about how you can utilize the tax code to maximize your business vehicle purchase for a tax deduction. We know that vehicles are not just tools for mobility, but they are powerful levers and strategic strategies. So let's talk about how we can unpack that. Whether you want a luxury vehicle or SUV, or you may be considering an electronic vehicle, all of these strategies could impact the financial health of your business. It's really about making informed choices that align with your mobility needs and also the financial strategies that's really necessary for your businesses. Let's talk more about really understanding the tax advantages of vehicles. So don't just go buy a car because you're trying to get the tax deduction, but really, is it crucial to your business, especially when we consider the end of the financial year? It may be wise for you to purchase a vehicle now instead of waiting until January, because if you need the tax deduction this year, why not take it now? So today we're going to unpack how different types of vehicles, from heavy SUVs to electric cars, can really serve dual purposes. It can fulfill your operational needs because you need a car for your business, and it can also offer substantial tax relief. We're going to explore some depreciation, Section 179 expenses, and really how these can impact your financial health. Put more dollars in your pocket while you're getting a new car. So let's talk about the mobility, the tax strategies, and really, is it necessary, and is it a smart investment for your business this year, next year, or in the future? When we talk about vehicle purchases for your business, the Tax Cuts Jobs Act is often referred to as TCJA. It provides enhanced benefits that really makes this option more attractive. Heavy SUVs, crossovers, and vans. These vehicles are really incredible assets. The reason is, when you have a gross vehicle weight over 6,001 pounds, these assets qualify you for significantly more tax benefits. So what are the benefits? The first one is bonus depreciation. This allows an immediate 60% deduction in the first year. This is significant and can reduce your tax liability in a single year. Next is Section 179. It's impactful because it could be up to $30,500. So that's on top of the bonus that you've already gotten of 60%. Then thirdly, macros, which is depreciation, modified accelerated cost recovery system. I know that's a mouthful, but that's a tax code that depreciates the value of the vehicle over a 5-year schedule. So that allows you to spread out some of the deductions benefits over a longer period. Also, normally there are caps on how much you can depreciate a vehicle, known as luxury limits. However, For qualifying heavy vehicles, these luxury limits do not apply. Let me share the story of a real life client and show you how the tax savings can really impact your business. Deborah's a $1 million business coach, and she transformed her tax scenario and she bolstered her company's financial health really by using the smart vehicle investment. She's been running a successful coaching business and she specializes in leadership development. But really, Deborah has a lot of success, but she still faced substantial annual tax liabilities. And so it was really starting to impede her reinvestment growth, her initiatives. So in 2024, Deborah came to us and we saw that it was time to really create a different plan for her, something that could help her. And she knew she wanted a vehicle. So we started to analyze really what was needed to make sure that this business purchase was best for her. Let's talk about how we assisted Deborah. Deborah, she understood the potential tax advantages, but she didn't know exactly how to utilize purchasing a vehicle. So she reached out to us for advice on how to structure this purchase, really to maximize those tax benefits. After a detailed consultation, we identified that a heavy vehicle may be best for her. We talked about the rules, that it needs to be over 6,001 pounds. So that made her eligible to use the bonus depreciation, the 179, and the macros that we talked about. Deborah purchased the 95,000 SUV. She was able to take 179 right off the bat because she used 100% of the car in her business. That was 30,500. Then we used 60% bonus depreciation. That accounted for another 38,700 in deductions. Then that micros depreciation that we talked about, she was still able to deduct another $5,160 for the first year. So in total, Deborah managed to write off $74,360 in the first year, which really reduced her taxable income, and she was ecstatic. So that saved her money. She was able to really boost her cash flow in her business. It enabled for her to invest in these coaching programs, her marketing efforts, and to hire a needed person to really continue to grow her business. So Deborah's story is really just a testament of the business need on really planning and creating a win-win solution for you. You really need strategic planning to determine if, this is the best opportunity for you now in 2024 or maybe next year, looking at your current liabilities and your current growth, your current expenses, and if you have a tax liability. So there's many factors to consider when we talk about tax strategy mechanisms. Is this the best business decision to go ahead and purchase this vehicle? So if Deborah's story has inspired you, think about the opportunities that you can have in maybe purchasing this vehicle that you need. Call me. Let's discuss. Let's discuss this strategy and over 1,000 other strategies that we work with clients on. If you go to craftmoneymap.com/call, you can book a sales call and let's talk about how we can maximize different strategies for you. And it's really about timing. So strategic planning is not when it's time to prepare your tax return. That's too late. Like this instance, if you need to buy a vehicle, you need to do it before year end. And you need to understand that it has to be put in service. There's other criteria that you need to work on to meticulously plan to make sure you can get the loan, have it in the business name. So multiple factors, and you just can't wait. So there are specific areas that you need to consider. We talked about placed in service, buying the vehicle, how much you need to use it in the vehicle to qualify that all before the tax year ends. It's not just about owning the vehicle, it's about really operating it properly, the business miles at the end of the year. So really don't delay because that could push your entire deduction. Just imagine if you can get over $70,000 right now for purchasing a vehicle that you need. I would not suggest buying a car just to get the tax deduction. This is something that you really need in your business. Deciding which vehicle and when to purchase really requires an understanding of how different types of vehicles are treated under the tax law. For instance, we've been talking about the heavy SUV or vehicle that's 6,001 gross vehicle weights. It's beneficial because it gets the higher bonus depreciation in 179, but lighter vehicles, they're considered luxury. They have more stringent depreciation caps. Also, you need to really consider that when you're doing the SUV, that bonus depreciation, you may also think about a pickup truck or some type of cargo vehicle that does not hold passengers. Those types of vehicles could be over 6,000 gross vehicle weights, and they can qualify for the full 179 deduction as well, up to 1,220,000. Every business is unique, and so are its needs. So if you're a service provider, you may need an SUV, a heavy SUV that gets you all those great benefits we talked about. If you're a marketing events business, you may need a pickup truck or a cargo van because you're carrying equipment, you're carrying supplies, and you may need that type of tax deduction. You may decide, I don't want an SUV, I want a regular vehicle, but still you can get depreciation from those types of vehicles as well. But you need to understand your strategy and understand how different strategies work differently, and the deductions could impact your future. Here's where the value of working with a tax strategist comes in play. A skilled tax strategist will help you navigate these complex rules so that you can really maximize your deductions. We're going to assist you in timing your purchase and making sure your vehicle meets all the IRS requirements. We're going to help you plan the purchase so it fits in your broader, financial picture. For instance, if you're planning multiple asset purchases in a year, I might orchestrate the timing that is going to optimize tax benefits across all expenditures. Let's give you an example. Consider hypothetically where a business owner plans to buy two vehicles for their company, one for delivering products and another for sales visits. I may advise, purchasing the delivery truck in the early part of the year so you can get an immediate boost in operational capacity. But then the other one closer to the year so that you qualify for the tax deduction. This strategizing is going to really maximize your tax deduction and it's going to stagger those expenses for you. So it's not just a matter of selecting a car and really paying for it. It's about integrating your purchases into an overall strategy that really aligns with your goals and your plans. And we want to make sure that we're in compliance with the tax rules. So if you're considering purchasing a vehicle, we want to make sure that it's the most financial savvy decision for you and it maximizes your tax advantages while really supporting your visit. So visit craftmoneymap.com/call to schedule a sales call. Let's make sure that the vehicle that you purchase, you're driving it and it's on the road and it's really helping your bottom line and your financial statements. We can help you with these decisions. During a Craft Money Map tax strategy planning, we will discuss how to evaluate your specific business, your needs, and really how to align to what's most beneficial for your taxes. Also, we're going to touch on how to handle other financial tax strategies. Remember, we have over 1,000 strategies we can use in your business. This is going to impact your cash flow, your bottom line. So if you're interested in a Craft Money Map strategy, we can get a strategy to you in less than 2 weeks. And we will continue to work with you for 6 months with 12 calls, 30 minutes each call, so that we can really implement these strategies. So if you're contemplating these strategies, contemplating a business purchase of a vehicle or other equipment in your business, we can dive deeper into your specific needs and how we can integrate these strategies into your tax plan, into your goals for your business, how we can then utilize that money to impact your business, grow your business. Also, we're going to look at the financial efficiency and make sure that it is a successful strategy that's customized to how you want financial freedom. Let's talk about this on a call. Go to craftmoneymap.com/call and think about all these decisions and how they can strategically impact your business and give you a great financial trajectory to explore different innovative ideas. And it's going to be great for you as an entrepreneur to know that you have a plan and a map. Let's create financial success with confidence and let's craft more cash.